Hey guys, what is up? Shadolance back with another review. Today I am finally getting around to the Orthus. And oh no, I'm finally getting around to the Orthus. No, this is not the 7-day one that I had in my inbox since last summer. I still have that there until I have a chance to renew it, because I definitely want to have a chance to renew it now that the demonics are out. I knew next summer would eventually do it, so I am still holding off on that. I got this from the event that they gave out the other week, where they gave out the 1-day Orthuses, and I did the gameplay back then, but I was really questioning whether I wanted to release this review just yet, and I finally got around to doing it. So, yeah, I'm finally here. Let's go in with the stats and figure out why this is the most OP weapon in the game. Whether it's the most OP is kind of contradictory, but whether or not it is OP is pretty much not. Anyone who says this isn't, like, completely OP probably hasn't played the game for very long and managed to pick this weapon up randomly. So, going into the stats, we're seeing a damage of 39, portability of 80, rate of fire of 90, accuracy of 74, and recoil of 63. Well, the stats of a duels SMG weapon doesn't give you away the fact that it has more of assault rifle type stats. That should be the biggest problem there in itself. The damage of 39 is lower assault rifle range. 39 damage is like P90TR SE. These things have about the same kind of damage drop-off as well. They are consistent 3 to 4 shot kills, very low damage drop-off. You can see me get kills, maybe 4, maybe 5 shots at longer ranges, and you guys know that I never do this well with weapons the first time I've used them. This is possibly the first time I've ever used the Orthus extensively. I've never ever really had a chance to use them for an entire game before. I picked them up here and there, gotten 1 or 2 kills with them, but this is ridiculous. So the damage of 39 has a very low damage drop-off and a very high damage stat for a rate of fire of 90 on each Chris. For those of you who don't know, the rate of fire works on a duels weapon isn't that it has a 90 overall, it has 90 for each weapon. So that's a 180 rate of fire. You could think of it like that. Similar to the minigun, but that you have to think of 6 barrels on that, then that's a little bit of a different story there. Portability of 80, I think that's where Nexon said, oh, we're going to not make it OP, so they made the portability not 90, but 80 is still very high, and it is still an SMG. It's still not super heavy, and they didn't nerf it enough. If they wanted to really nerf it in terms of portability, they would make it more like a 50, but guess what? They didn't do that. Not that it would even make sense for them to do that, but accuracy of 74 is very high for duels. That is absolutely ridiculously high. Recoil of 63 is very low. The recoil is practically non-existent. It just goes back and forth very slightly. The overall spread is very small, smaller than even single SMGs. So that in itself is really bad. I'm not going to rate this weapon low. I'm saying this weapon is bad because it is broken. This guns can rip through anything. This is by far the best weapon in the game, unless you count the Andromalius, because some people are better with the Andromalius or snipers than SMGs and assault rifles, but I'm going to be saying this is one of the top 3 weapons in the game, no question. It is broken. This is the one gun that if I think they need to take anything out of the game, it would be this. You can deal with Andromalius users, you can deal with you can deal with Legion users, you can deal with a lot of things, but you can't deal with an Orthus user. One Orthus user in a game can ruin the entire thing, and I heavily, heavily believe that. But enough about the Orthus. Let's go ahead and compare it to the Dual Scorpions, the other really, not quite game-breaking, but definitely not super appreciated in this type of game, this other kind of weapon. We're seeing Dual Scorpions with a damage of 36, portability of 75, rate of fire of 90, accuracy of 72, and recoil of 67. Very much a far cry from the Dual Chris's, the Orthus, but there's also a few other small differences. The Dual Scorpions have an ammo capacity 60 of 60, the Orthus has 70 of 70, so that extra 20 shots, 10 per mag, definitely also makes a difference. However, there's a lot of other differences that are also, for lack of a better way to put it, nonchalant, let's just put it that way. Damage of 36 compared to 39, that's a big difference, and the damage drop-off on the Dual Scorpions is just absolutely terrible, so that's also good. The portability is 75, is a far cry below 80 for an SMG. That's a 5-point difference. That's noticeable. Rate of fire of 90 is the same, so the rate of fire is the same on both weapons. Accuracy of 72, that's not super far below 74, but it's noticeable. The spread recovery is definitely noticeable. It's a little bit faster on the Orthus, not so much on the Dual Scorpions. Also, the overall accuracy on recoil of the Dual Scorpions is much, much higher than the Orthus. The recoil of the Dual Scorpions is 67 compared to the 63 on the Orthus. Obviously, both sets of these weapons are fully automatic, no burst mode. Not that there's really a need for a burst mode, but you get the idea. The Dual Scorpions they're really kind of like a love-hate weapon. You really got to be in the right place to use them. You got to be close up, and also there's a lot of things that the dual Scorpions just aren't. They can't compete with the Orthus for a couple of reasons. A, they don't have the higher damage. B, they don't have the high ammo capacity. C, they have much slower reload. The Orthus has a very fast reload, one of the fastest in the game, which makes the gun even more broken. The dual Scorpions, although it's fast for the ammo capacity and the gun it's overall pretty slow. It's kind of like having the minigun where it takes a minute to reload it. Not super long, but it's noticeable. That's the big thing. The only thing is the dual Scorpions are readily available to everyone, and if it wasn't for Nexon giving it the Orthus typically wouldn't be. And it's also obviously not every day that they hand them out, although it does seem to be more often than people would like. So there's that too. Also the ammo capacity, like I said before, isn't as game-breaking as the Orthus with the 70/70. So you can't really equip anything to either of these. You can't put scopes, you can't put magazines, you can't put silencers, although that would be really OP. Other variants of the Orthus include the Chris Spec Ops, and the Nemexis Chris, the other Chris variants. I would expect to see some more variants of that coming out very soon. It's a very small family. It'd be nice to see more. But that's about all the time I have for review today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I sadly have to give this gun a great review, probably a 10 of 10, because it's just too perfect. But thank you guys for kind of sitting through this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Shadolance out.